congratulations for qualifying and for being on this SP school. You guys being here and showing up. This is your dedication to yourself and your future and making 2021 an incredible year. So massive well done for being here. Big welcome. My name's Amy Rose Turner. I'm 28 years old and I'm an international marketing director for Juice Plus. And I joined in 2013 and it's changed my whole life. And I'm just so excited that you're all here to help you guys to level up and get to that SP position. That's what this is all about, helping you to unlock this next position. And we're going to tell you, this call is going to be all about how to get there, and just loads of value, loads of tips, loads of inspiration. You're going to be coming off here feeling super excited and ready to go. So we're going to kick this off with a little exercise. So I need all of your attention. Please don't leave me hanging here. What we're going to do is we're going to get a photo and we are going to do a really cool exercise that's going to get you all into some good energy this morning. So it's called the Cheshire Cat. So what I want you guys to do is to give me the biggest, the cheesiest grin you've ever done in your life, like the cat's got the cream. And I'm going to count down from 3 to 1, and then we're going to hold it for 5 seconds, and I'm going to get a photo, okay? Now we've got 3 screens on here, so I'm going to get a photo of each screen. So I might have to, you might have to hold it for a bit longer, okay? So let me just get it ready. Right, so I'm going to count down from 3 to 1, and I'm going to do the first screen, and you're going to give me the biggest, cheesiest screen for 5 seconds. So 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we'll quickly do the next screen because there's so many of you on here. And we're going to do it again. So 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, guys, this is amazing. Massive well done for getting involved in this. And then finally, the last screen. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I love it, guys. Awesome. Oh, there's a 4th screen now. I think that's everyone because not everyone's got their cameras on. So awesome, guys. Well done. We'll get some photos. Get some photos as well yourself. Get this on your social media because this is a big deal. You have qualified for SP school. This is absolutely amazing. And senior partner is the most important position in our business, I believe, because we are going to help you and teach you how to get there. And then this business is all about helping other people to get there as well. So this is going to be absolutely amazing for you. So first of all, I'm just going to share with you the SP requirements. So what do you need to go senior partner? So you want to write this down. So number 1 is that you need, in the UK, it's 2,500 points in 1 calendar month. In Ireland, it's 3,000. And obviously, I know that we've got people on here from Denmark, Sweden, Australia as well. So obviously just go and check with your upline and check on your office and just make sure you know what figure it is that you need for your country. But it's all the same, just the figures are different, but it's still the same amount of product, okay? So 2,500 points for UK, 3,000 Ireland in 1 calendar month. You can take 50% of that from your team. So from each team member, you can take 50% of that. So 1,250 from each team member. And that is 1,000. No, sorry, hold on. Yeah, so 1,250 in. I'm going to mute people. Sorry, guys. So you can take a maximum of 1,250 from each team member in the UK. And it is 1,500 in Ireland. And you need your own 825 of orders of personal volume. And that is 1,000 in Ireland. So that's what you need. So basically, you can either do this on your own, and you can also do this with a team, and you can take a maximum of that 1,250 or 1,500 from your team. Now, this is going to be incredible. The reason why this is so good for you guys to get to this next level, to get to this pinnacle position, because you not only get the bonuses, which is £150 in UK, spread over 2 months, €300 in Ireland, spread over 2 months. You not only get that extra cash bonus, which for starters is incredible. That's just the company saying, like, thank you very much for your hard work. You know, here's an extra bonus. Who actually gets that in their other jobs? We don't get that. This company is absolutely incredible. So you also unlock extra commission. So you get an extra pay rise. So for every product that you then sell, you then start to earn 17% commission, which is nearly double from when you started, which can make a massive difference to your pay. You also unlock performance bonus every single month, which is an extra little performance bonus that you can unlock, which is an extra 3% on every single order that you do and that your team do. Who wants a bit of that? So this is why we want to help you to get to this position so that you can unlock that next commission. You can then unlock that next performance bonus. Okay, so this is why it's so good for you to really focus, get yourself to SP and unlock those next commissions. So it's absolutely amazing. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to hand over to Laura. She's going to introduce herself and she's going to be talking more about when you're going to do this and why. So Laura, I'll hand over to you.
Hello everyone, good morning, happy Saturday to you all. It is so great to see so many of you on this call. Amy, thanks so much for opening that. And I just want to say firstly, well done for qualifying to this call. This is a big deal. We wanted to put this on to give back and give value on our Saturday morning so that we can really help you level up and get to that senior partner. As Amy said, you know, to unlock that extra commissions, to get that bonus, but also to get that important club position. So firstly, well done for jumping on and taking your time. You're on this call because you are Partner Plus and you are going to be going Senior Partner. And that's what I want to talk to you about. But before we move on, obviously we've done the Cheshire Cat. I'm a big believer, for anyone that knows me, about energy. I'm a big believer on how you're showing up on this call. You're putting out to the universe now. I'm a big believer in that. So I really would entice you and encourage you to sit up, take notes, show up like that senior partner now on this call. Show up how you want to be in your business. And also, if you can turn your camera on, I know I would really appreciate it. And I'm sure that other guys speaking would also. Reason being is because right now, I think more than ever, it's important to connect. And I think, you know, when we can't connect as much in the real world, how amazing is it to be able to connect as a community? So I know for me, when I'm doing calls, like Amy and Lisa, we're just like you. You know, we get nervous. We just want to come with value to you today. So please, if you can turn your camera on, I'd love to see your face. I'd love to connect with you. I'd love to feel your energy so I can really help you on this call and look at your face and connect with you. And hopefully that when we meet at an event, you can come up to me and tell me that you're senior partner and way more in the business. So obviously, you know what you need for senior partner. Amy's just broke that down. So you should be clear on what you actually need. What I want to talk about this morning is, you know, when you're actually going to do that. And now making a commitment and a promise, a statement to yourself of when are you actually going to go senior partner and why do you want that? And I think that's really important. So we're going to give you a couple of minutes now. I want you to take some time for you to think about, you know, a lot of this stuff you may already know on this call, but it's giving yourself this space, this time to really invest in you and make a decision. You're on this call, which was part of, you've already shown up. You're already claiming it. You're already putting your hand up to the universe and saying, I want more. I want senior partner, right? So I want you to just take some time for you now and write down on a piece of paper, when are you going to go senior partner? Is it going to be in January 2021? Is it February? Is it March? Is it April? Is it May? You decide, but I'd love for you now to honestly claim it. Put it out to the universe. I want you to write it down on a piece of paper, please, when you're going to go senior partner. And I want you to write, I am SP or senior partner, whatever you feel relates to you. And I want you to write, I am senior partner in January 2021 or February 2021, March 2021. You know where you're at right now in the month. Be realistic for yourself, okay? If you haven't got an order on yet, can it be done? Yes, but be realistic. Show up in the energy of not just writing it down, please, just to say it or write it. Do this for you. This isn't for your upline or for anyone else. This is for you, saying, I want more. I'm on this call. I'm showing up. So when am I going to do it? So write that down. When you've done that, most importantly, I want you to think about why you want that. So why do you want senior partner? What is that bonus, that income going to do for you and your family? When you're getting €400 in your bank account on the 10th of February, the 10th of March, what are you doing with that? Where is it going? I knew exactly what I was doing with the money. I had pictured it. I already had it spent, probably more than likely, because I was doing it, and that's the big thing about this business. And we're going to go through this, but it's about burning the boats. It's about burning the excuses, burning the boats. I'm doing this. I might not know how, but I am doing this. So I want you to write down, take that time and space now of when are you going senior partner? Get serious. You're showing up on this call. You want more. When is it happening? Then why do you want it? Community, proving it to yourself, money, income. What are you going to do when that money hits your account? And I want you all to write down, when is that bonus hitting your account? And what are you doing with it? And I want you to start visualizing throughout this call, whatever you're going to do with that money. What are you doing with that bonus, that €400, that £300, whatever it is to you, what are you doing with it? So give me a thumbs up if you have written down on paper, when are you going senior partner and why do you want it? Do you all have an idea? Do you know what you're spending it on? Is it clear? Are you excited? Because this is the energy that you need to build your business. You need to know when you're doing it and why. Otherwise, it's like going into a car and you're driving around the country and you don't know where you're going, you don't know what you're doing, you don't know what you want it for. So you need to get really clear. So, if you're in Ireland, you need 3,000 points. Amy's broken that down in UK and Irish. And also, now when you're going to do it, and why. I didn't introduce myself. My name's Laura McClory. I live in Ireland, but I have an English accent. I grew up in London. I'm an international marketing director, and I've been in the business now for 6 years. So thanks for, again, showing up and, sharing your energy and your time this morning. I hope to bring lots of value along with the other ladies. And so I hope you're crystal clear now on when and why. And I'm going to pass you on to Lisa now, our gorgeous Lisa over in Australia, and she's going to go through a bit more with you.
Good morning, everyone. I feel like my Cheshire cat stuck. I'm genuinely so excited for today. And energy, oh my God, when Laura talks about energy there, never underestimate any kind of energy. The energy that gets you through the day, but the energy that you put out to the universe, never underestimate that, because I think I built my whole business to NMD on pure blind enthusiasm and energy. So my name is Lisa Hamilton. I'm from Donegal, and I started my business just coming up on 8 years in June. And I'm an executive marketing director just of July last year, 50 Club, and I now live in the Gold Coast, Australia. And really and truly, I can see it's say that it is thanks to this business and having taken this opportunity 8 years ago. So do not underestimate it. Take your notes today and go out of here today with such excitement. So what I want to talk to you all about is your story. Every single one of us have a story in life, but we need to have our story very clear on our product and our business story. So even if you have just started the business and you've just signed up, or even if you've just started the product or you've not even started the product yet, you still have a product story. And that could be just the reason why you've started the product. So never, ever, think to yourself that, you don't have this great big story, because we'll all hear the great stories. I mean, people think, oh, well, she had that amazing testimonial. Sure, my story is just about energy. Like I say, never underestimate the power of having energy, because we all know that if we feel more energetic, our day goes better. So that energy story that you're sharing, that you're getting through your day, that if you're a mom, you're getting all that ironing done and all that housework done, you need to share that, because there's some other mom sitting out there that is genuinely absolutely worn out and will be so intrigued by your story. So what I want you all to do very, very quickly, and sometimes we actually forget how many benefits we get from this product. So I want you to write down, and you can pop them in the comments if you want, but write down what benefits you have actually had from the product. So it could be energy, it could be better sleep, it could be better mood, it could be that you've lost weight, it could be, I used to get pains in my wrists, things that I don't even, I don't even think I've shared that on my story for so long. I've had so many benefits over time that half the time I actually forget about it. So, there's so many there. So really do sit and make a list of all the different benefits, and you'll have so many different stories to share. You can share it all as one, or you can share little snippets of your story, different days of the week through your social media. But I'm going to tell you today on how to put your story together. And I love this when it was taught to me nearly 8 years ago now, because it keeps it so simple. We can complicate things, guys. And when you come into this business, there's lots to learn, but really and truly, you got to just keep it simple. We have a product that is really simple: fruits, vegetables, and berries. It doesn't get any simpler than that. Everyone can take it. Everyone needs it. So never be afraid to share it. So the 5 W's is what keeps our story so simple. So I want you to write down these 5 W's for me now as well. So the first one is, who introduced you? So it could be that someone, posted on Facebook. So Mary Penrose was a person that I seen. She posted on Facebook. It was May 2013. What she said. So when, or who, when, what they said. She said that she was sleeping better, she had more energy, and she'd lost weight. And that excited me. So who introduced you? When was it? What did they say? Why did you inquire, and why have you decided to try the product? So for me, it was, she was that energy and I wanted to lose weight. And then what or why, what benefits have you got, or why are you continue to take the product? So what or why can be the last one. So I'm just going to go very quickly through them again. Who introduced you? When was it? What did they say? Why have you decided to try it? And what benefits have you got? And now the secret, ladies and guys, is to get down to telling your story within 60 to 90 seconds, because I'm sure you'll have a lot that you want to share with people, but really you want to just cover the basics. And remember, you only really want to cover what is going to grasp people's attention. So I'm going to really quickly run through how I would share mine. So I seen a post on Facebook. She said she had more energy, she was sleeping better, and she lost the baby weight. At that point, I needed all 3 of those benefits, but the weight loss was what really grasped my attention. I inquired, I found out all the information, and eventually after a few weeks, I decided to try the product. And oh my God, I'm so glad that I did, because now my sleep is better, my energy is insane, I lost my baby weight, and I just feel so good. My immune system's never been as strong as it is now. So I'm not even sure how long that took, maybe 30 seconds. But you can tell your story so quickly, so you can. So did everyone get who, when, what they said, why you decided to try it, and why you decided to stay on it? So keep it really simple. So here's the cringy part, what I want you all to do. I have a little bit of a challenge for you all, and this scared the hell out of me when someone told me to do it, but it is the best way to actually get your story really clear, because you will at the start probably say too much or maybe not enough. So practice it. So I used to practice in front of the mirror, or I would, practice for my friends on the phone, but taking a video is the best one. So do a little video of yourself sharing your story. And keep it really simple. So remember, try and get it down to 60 to 90 seconds of you just covering the basics of your story. And remember, guys, your story is the most powerful thing that you can ever share in your Facebook. People buy you, people buy people. People do not buy products. They buy people, they buy benefits, and they buy results. So never be afraid to share it, even if it's once a week, or you're sharing the energy one day, you're sharing the better mood another day, the weight loss a different day throughout the week. Your story is so powerful, and obviously sharing other people's as well, but it's you that you're putting out on your page, and people are going to be buying into that. So like I said, never underestimate any of it. And yeah, let's see those videos. I challenge you all to doing those 60-second, 90-second videos, and if you want, you can send them through to your upline, or just keep them for yourself and keep improving on it. If you're not happy with it, that's okay. Try it again. You will get more and more confident over time. And there'll be a point where you're absolutely just smashing out your story so quickly. You'll find yourself talking to someone and you'll come away and you think, oh my God, I just shared my story. I didn't even have to think about it, because you'll just be rhyming it off so easily after time. So yeah, I think that's really it, guys. I could go and talk so much more about your story, but to be honest, it's just about keeping everything simple in this business, and the simpler the better. Don't overcomplicate things, really. So who is up next? I think we're back over to you, Amy.
Yeah, absolutely. Amazing training there, Lisa. I love listening to you. So thank you so much for that. That's incredible. And guys, like Lisa said, your story is absolutely your number one tool in this business. That is what you're going to share with people. And again, like Laura, is so important. Like she said, your energy is everything. You know, if you're sharing your story and going, yeah, like it really helped with my energy levels and like, but it's not always about what you say, it's how you say it. Whereas if you're saying, oh my god, like, yeah, they gave me so much more energy, I started getting up before my alarm, I had so much more energy to do my horses, you know, it just has such a massive difference. So even if you, one little thing that's good for me in my energy is just 10 claps. So let's all quickly do this together. Like literally, I got this from Fraser Brooks and I always do it for a Facebook Live. So 10 claps, really, really fast. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, it just always makes me laugh. So that's a good one, getting that good energy. And then, you know, like Lisa said, go and practice your story and, you know, all the benefits, share it on your social media and get your story into like 60 to 90 seconds is so important. So we're going to jump into a little bit more of how to now. So how you're going to be getting to this position. So I'm going to be talking to you guys a little bit about social media, your posting and your DMO. So first of all, social media, I'm just going to kind of give you like a few kind of housekeeping tips just to kind of like make sure your social media, your basics are right there and ready to go. So number one, I would always say your profile photo. Well, first and foremost, your profile photo needs to be the same on each platform that you're using. If you are using more than one, I mean, I would recommend that you would need to be on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. So you want to get fit, FIT. So Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And you want your profile photo to firstly be the same on all of the platforms so that you're recognizable. My name is also the same on each of the platform as well. So each one is Amy Rose Turner. And it's very simple. So people, again, can find you across each platform. So your profile photo needs to be a photo of you, not your dog, not your cat, not your horse, a photo of you, nice little selfie, smiley, happy selfie. Now, the reason for this is because, as we know, especially in the Messenger, the photos are so small, like literally like on your phone, you're literally like, you know, you can't see people. I used to have a photo of me standing up from a distance. And I've recently changed it to a selfie, more closer up of me. So people can see my face, they can see my smile. That's really important because, especially like in the Messenger and things like that, the photos are so small and you want to be very clear, very vibrant, and obviously approachable. So that's really important. So that's your profile photo and obviously your name. Number two is your bio. So in each platform, there'll be a little section for you to have a little bio. Now, this needs to be direct. Tell them exactly in a few short words who you are and what you do, and tell them that they can DM you straight away, because sometimes people don't always know. Whereas if you literally have in your, I mean, I have in my bio, I change lives, DM me. So I'm telling them straight away, my inbox is open, feel free to message me. So you might want to have your team name in there as well. So just be direct, tell them a bit about you and having their DM me. Now you also have your photo grid on Facebook where there's a few photos that kind of, again, use that to tell people about you. What are your hobbies? What are your interests? You might have some photos of you with the family, you with the dog, you exercising, you know, list, I would say, a maximum of 5 interests that you have and put them there. So it might be like a photo of you with the team if you've been lucky enough to go to an event before all of this lockdowns happened. It might be a photo of you and your friends or you and your upline. You know, things that really, again, that tell people about you very, very instantly. That's really important. And then with your posting on social media, I would definitely say that you can't overpost, okay? So what I try and aim for is on my sort of Facebook news feed, I aim for at least 3 posts a day. So like morning, lunchtime, and evening. as a minimum, and if I want to do more, I can do more. So that's what I try and aim for. And then on your stories is like limitless. You can't really, I mean, obviously you don't want to get to the point where like your story's so full, but I would probably have a real good amount, at least maybe 10 on your story at least. So don't be frightened on your story, and just keep updating it throughout the day. Or again, if you are busy with work and things, you know, update your story of an evening, you know, document your day. And if you don't get the chance to post it of an evening, you can put it all up on your story. So, you know, this business is designed to work around you. Remember that. You are your own boss, and work the business around you. And obviously your story is a bit like a back door into your life. So you want to like document what you're doing and share your life, share your journey. So we are in a health and wellness business. We have the most wonderful, incredible product in the world. So, I mean, who takes the products every day? You should all be having your hands up right now. Yeah. Document that on your story every single day. Every product that goes into your mouth from Juice Plus, document it. Share it. Share your health journey. This is what this is about. Now, when was actually the last time you did like a recent results photo or updated your product story? Or are you still using your story, like your results from when you first started? Because with this business and with the products, you've always got to be like reinventing yourself. So when was it, like, are you still using your story and your results from when you first joined? You know, maybe you need to update that. Maybe you need to go on a new health journey. And it's always evolving. It's always changing, you know. I mean, me and DJ had like a little holiday away in October, like all inclusive, ate whatever we want, and came back, and then I did a new results photo then. And then I'm now working on my one from January. So I did my photos after Christmas, and I'm now working on a new one. So, you know, guys, always be reinventing yourself. But then also talk about the other benefits, like Lisa said, you know, and whether it's your skin or your hair. Another great tip, as I did with my hair, is I actually measured my hair. And then after it got cut, and then I measured it a month later because I was really interested to see how long it had actually grown. And it had grown by an inch. And I looked up that on average, hair grows by ½ an inch a month. So again, I could talk about how incredible the capsules are because, you know, and again, I documented this, I shared this on my social media and said, I really wanted to see how fast these capsules are actually making my hair grow. Because, I mean, I've been on the products for like 8 years. And sometimes it is hard to kind of like keep kind of like coming up with new results. So get creative with it. If your skin breaks out, like we all do that from time to time, use that opportunity to get photos. You know, clean up your diet, make sure you're getting all the capsules in, do the face masks, and document it, share your journey and show how that's helping you. So, you know, just post loads about your health journey, whether it's drinking more water, going out for a walk, doing some yoga. You know, it doesn't have to be like, you haven't got to be this perfect person that does weights every day and eats really, really clean. You know, just be you and share your journey and be real and vulnerable in that. And also, so I've said, you know, show that you're taking the products every day, show that you're actually doing it is really important. So important. That's probably mostly how I get a lot of my customers, is people see what I'm doing and they ask like, oh, what are those pancakes you're making, or what are those capsules, or what's that energy drink? So just simply sharing that every single day. You don't know how one person might just need to see that day and they're like, yeah, I'm really struggling with energy today, I better ask about what that is. So it's really all about consistency, and show yourself doing it every single day. And as well with the business, you know, getting on Zoom calls, show that, document that, show that you're actually part of the business, show that you're getting on Zooms, show other people's results and success and promotions in the team. You know, give shout outs to people and just show that you're really part of something. So with your posts, you want to be thinking about a few sort of topics. So you want to be adding value to people. So whether that's an educational kind of post or a live, whether it's your top tips. So it could be like my 3 top tips on how to lose weight. It might be your advice on something, your opinion, like sharing a recipe. even something humorous, you know, if you're that kind of person, if you have that type of you know, if you have that type of humor, like share that, make people smile. This is what it's all about, is being that bright, positive light in people's lives right now. And you'll feel better for it as well if you do something a bit funny. So sharing like positive quotes as well, like personal posts about you, and again, bringing it back to Lisa and your story, you know, sharing things like that, your passion, what things are you passionate about as well? Because you don't just want to be a Juice Plus robot. You don't want people to come to your feed and just to see, you know, sell. You've got to give value, and then ask. So what things are you passionate about? And I'll bring it back to like your 5 interests. Think about up to 5 interests and post about those as well. So for me, it would be like, obviously I love health and wellness, so that's that in there, and obviously the products are within that. It will be Frenchies, horses. I love fitness, although that's kind of in health and wellness. You know, I love cooking, you know, just those few basic things, and post about that. And then what you can also do is get into Facebook groups of those interests as well. And this is where you're going to find like-minded people. And I'll talk about that a little bit more in a minute. So you're up to 5 interests and post about that as well, and just incorporate your health journey within that, your you know, your products and your business within that. You know, engaging posts as well are really, really important. So things like asking a question is really great to get your audience involved, and it's also really great for your Facebook algorithm. So things like, should I get the red shoes or the black shoes? What do you guys think? You know, you don't have to necessarily value what people are going to say. You might have already chosen that I want the red shoes anyway, but just put it on your socials and ask people. People love to have an opinion, and again, this gets your posts out to more people. So engaging posts, ask questions. Also Facebook lives as well, guys. Lives are so important. They see you, they see your energy. Like if you haven't done a live in a while, go and do a live this week making your shake for breakfast. That is the easiest live to do, I believe, because you're doing something, and just chat about the shakes, why you love them, how they've helped you, and your benefits. So that's a really, really good one. And then another post that you want to do every few months is like an introduce yourself post. So especially for like your new followers, your new friends, because obviously we're adding and connecting with new people every single day. People don't know you. They don't know your story. They don't know your benefits and why you're doing this and what it is that you're actually doing. So introduce yourself, whether that's a post, just telling people who you are, where you come from, what it is that you do, your benefits, why you do what you do, whether it's a live. So really want to do that every few months. Introduce yourself and share your story. And then results. So I've spoken about obviously sharing your own results and reinventing yourself and going on a new health journey, but also sharing other people's results as well. And I do this a lot in the stories, and with polls works really good. So this is where, again, it's so important to add value, and then ask. But if you are constantly ask, like people want to have value first, then ask. Yeah, so even something as simple as sharing why chia seeds are so good for you, and this is why I put them in my morning smoothie. You know, you're giving people something to think about. That person might think, oh, I'm going to start adding chia seeds to my smoothies now, and they just become a little bit more open, so that when you then ask, they're loads more open. So yeah, sharing results, and also results of the business. So maybe somebody in the team, like some of you guys on here, you might have team members, you might not. It doesn't really matter whether you have team or not right now, because you can share results of the business, of people in the business who are sidelined to you, people who are within your team. Maybe you know that somebody's just got their first order. Do a post about it. Congratulations, Mary's just got her first order. Well done, like you're smashing it. Or maybe you know someone's just got promoted. Or maybe you want to share that, you know, maybe someone in the business, because we see this all the time, like maybe someone's just got a new car. Share that. You know, don't be frightened to share results, but then also share why you're loving the business as well. You know, why do you love the business? Why did you join? What's the benefits that the business brought for you? It doesn't always have to be about the income. It could be the community, you know, how it's really helped lift your confidence in this time, how the support is amazing, how you love the Zooms, how you've really got something positive to work on. Maybe it's brought you an extra £100 a month, and how amazing that is, because that is so relatable. That is what we do. Like me, Laura and Lisa, we don't really share like the big money. It's not relatable. We share how can we help you earn an extra £200 to £500 or euros a month. That's relatable. So if you're earning that right now, even if it's an extra £50 a month, like so many people join businesses, or not join businesses, or they start businesses like a franchise, like a big business, and it can take up to 3 years to break even. Now I know that many of you are literally, you know, what have you guys lost anything from joining? Like, no. And that's what people are actually so frightened about joining sometimes, is that they think that they're gonna like have to buy all this stock and they're gonna be scammed out of something. Like sometimes that's what people think. So show people like you've paid like £50 for this business and tell people everything that you've gained. I mean, when I first joined, all I wanted was to earn enough to pay for my products. All I wanted then was to earn an extra few £100 a month to help put petrol in my car, to help pay for the food shop, to help pay for my horses. And guess what, guys? I still talk about that a lot now because it's relatable. So many people want that extra money to help pay for those little things. So talk about that. It's really important. And you want to be doing a mixture of like direct and indirect. So what I mean by that is your indirect posts are things like, oh my God, this Zoom's amazing, and you're posting about that, or I'm in the bath, just processing orders. You know, you're showing people what you're doing indirectly. Yeah, you're just showing your life. But the direct post, you also want to throw in some direct posts in there as well. So like, I'm hiring, who wants to earn an extra 200 to 500 euros in February? You know, if you haven't done that in a while, make sure you are also adding in some direct posts, but mixing it up with a bit of variety. And then also, you know, again, go back to your product story and your benefits. Who on here would love to have more energy to look after their children all day? If that's something that, if that's your story, if you're a mum and that's something that the product has done for you, be direct about that. Ask the question, who would love help with that? Who would love to lose a stone in January? Who is struggling with bloating, or who is really struggling with their skin right now? Or who wants to have clearer skin? Who wants to have longer, thicker hair? Like, so drop in those direct ones in there as well, but relate it to you and your story and your benefits, because you can then obviously share your story with them when they are interested and tell them and show them how it's helped you. And you have the confidence as well to be able to help them because it's done that for you as well. But you can also share other people's stories. So if you know someone who's diabetic, for example, who really wants to start, well then again, share someone else's story from the team who's also diabetic. And then I just want to talk to you a little bit about how you actually have conversations with people when they are interested in the products, because I think this is super important just to mention. And I've got to hurry up now because we're running out of time. But when you do have somebody interested, and if they just say, oh, how much is this? It's really important to actually just take a breather and actually just ask them about them. So a couple of things that I always go through with people before I send any prices is I ask about them. I ask, what are your goals and why? So even if they've said, oh, I really want to lose weight. Well, how much do you want to lose and why? That's really important because you really get to dig deep to why people want that, why they're struggling, and how you can truly help them. And then I ask them, what are you currently eating for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? And then what are you also drinking throughout the day and evening? Because this is really important. Because people might be I find it all the time. People are skipping breakfast and they're usually drinking coffees or Coke in the day. I get this a lot. So again, I've got the Uplift, I know that I can recommend, the shakes, the capsules. So what they're currently eating, what they're drinking throughout the day. And I say to them, like, tell me everything. Be brutally honest. Tell me everything, because sometimes people are ashamed. And then I ask, what's your budget? What would you like to spend, or what would you like to invest in yourself and in your health? That's really important. What would you like to invest in yourself and in your health? And then if like money's a bit of an issue, I will ask them, what are you spending on junk food, chewing gum, energy drinks, takeaways, coffee? Because if you ever get anyone that's like, nah, it's too expensive, can't afford it, well, ask them, what are you spending on those following 5 things? Because again, whenever I've gone through this with people, they've ended up telling me, actually, well, I've actually ended up spending like £50 a week on energy drinks and a takeaway on the weekend. So when you add it all up, and that's okay, but if you're not happy with where you are, if you really want to lose this weight, again, go back to that emotion, you know, why don't we look at cutting that down, or even cutting that out? You know, I'm not saying you can never have that again, but let's cut that down and let's reinvest that money into something that's actually going to help you and serve you, and to get in better, feeling happier, feeling healthier, and getting your goal that you've just told me. And then finally, I will ask, when would you like to get started? Then they'll say either now, or I want to get started at the end of the month, want to get paid. That's a really good question. That's really helped me with getting customers. When would you like to get started? Because straight away, you know, like when they're kind of thing, because you don't know if they're just inquiring to maybe start in a month or in the future, or whether they are in a position where they're desperate, they want to change right now. You don't know. So that tells you straight away where they're at. And those questions have really, really helped me. So I really, really hope that helps you guys. Then I will then go and recommend them a package that works, that I think will recommend them. And then again, if that's too much, I'll then come down. So I might start with like the premium capsules and shakes, and then I'll come down to the fruit and veg and shakes, or the berries and shakes. And then if that's still an issue, well, how about we just get you started on just the shakes or just the berries? Yeah, so because I want to truly help them. That's what this is about. I know I've got something to truly help them, and that's why I ask, why? Why do you want to achieve this? Because it's really important. Not just, I want to lose weight. Well, why? Because I really want to help you. So I've got to hurry up, but I might just have to pass that. I've got to talk about DMO now, but I feel like I've run out of time. So should keep, okay. So I'm just going to talk to you just quickly about DMO. It's really important to have a daily method of operation. We have the business blitzes, which I would really, really recommend getting on. This will help you so much with your DMO. I would say just keep it simple. Income producing activities is what your DMO is all about. So we've spoken about posting in your social media. It's really important to get into the messenger. You can't just wait for people to come to you. You can't just post and go like, yeah, I'm just going to wait for someone to join my team. I'm just going to wait for someone to order the gold package. It's not how it works. You've actually got to get in there, get it out there, do the commenting, do the messaging, connect with people, talk to people, have conversations, because we're in network marketing. We've got to network with people. And this is all about turning strangers into friends and friends into family. So you've got to be chatting to people. So number one thing that I do on my DMO is birthday messages. Really important. That's such a great way to chat to people. More people see your posts. Have conversations with people. Now, it might start off with a birthday message, but then when they then reply to me, so I send like a dub smash video, I make it really fun. And when they then reply to me, I'll say to them, so how are you? How's things? How's this lockdown 3.0 affecting you? So you might want to write a couple of these questions down, because these are honestly incredible questions. So how's this lockdown 3.0 affecting you? Have you got any health and fitness goals for January or for 2021? Is there anything that you're struggling with in that area? Because I know that so many people, like, they need what we have to offer. They need our shred. They need our products. So I'm asking them, and, you know, especially January is the whole new year, new me. So have you got any what are your goals? What are your health and fitness goals right now? Is there anything you're struggling with? Again, that can open up a whole great conversation. If they're telling me they're on a health journey, well, I'll ask if they're open. Would you be open to checking out an incredible product that I truly think would bless you and turbocharge your results? No worries if not, just thought I would ask. And we share all of these messages on our Blitz. So definitely start getting on those. So that's how a birthday message can turn into something. Even they might even, another question that I might ask as well is, what is it that you do for work? So again, that can open up another one. Maybe they've been furloughed. Maybe they're struggling right now. Maybe they're bored. Maybe they want something positive to do. So again, would you be open to checking out some more information on how you could work from home and earn an extra income and be part of an incredible community, that sort of thing. So have conversations with people. So that's why birthdays are so important. That's why we do them. Commenting. So comment, get on people's stories is firstly the most important way to comment, because it goes straight into the inbox. So people share lots of things about their dogs, their children, their eating. Like, comment, give a compliment, ask a question, go straight into the inbox. And again, use those questions I've just asked, I've just said, then go on to asking like, how's this lockdown affecting you? And so on. And you just see where it goes. Just be a human being, be a nice person. And then the next thing that I do is pram. So this is how I add and connect with new people, which I'd really recommend. So I'll find a group. So this is where it comes back to your groups and your interests. So I would even just start with just one Facebook group that you want to focus on, so you don't get overwhelmed. So for example, I use a Frenchie group. I'll post about my puppy in the Frenchie group. And then, so P stands for, so pram, it's an acronym. So P stands for post. So put a post up in a group or find a post in a group. And then R is for reply. So reply to the comments, either on your post or on someone else's post in a group. And then add them and message them. So I send them a message at the same time as adding them, and this is really important. This does wonders for your Facebook algorithm, because Facebook sees it as less spammy. If you just add people and you've got loads of outgoing friend requests, Facebook sees it as spammy. Whereas if you're actually doing the post, reply, add and messaging them at the same time, and sometimes people don't always accept your friend request, but they see the message. So it's really important. So you're missing out on a lot of people if you're just adding. You're going to be much stronger if you're adding and messaging them at the same time. My message that I send is really key. I really feel that really helps. So I'll tell them why I've added them. I'll say, found you in a Frenchie group. You know, thanks so much for your comment, whatever it's about. And then I'll introduce myself. And again, I'm very indirectly telling them about, my name's Amy. I run my online business from home, the Diamond Dreamers. I love health and fitness. I've got a horse, I've got a dog. And then I give them my group. So I'll say, if you want some recipes, join my free group. And honestly, this works so well. I'm happy to share my message in the chat afterwards, and you could personalize it to suit you. That gets so many conversations going, and it honestly just works so well. And then the next thing you want to do in your DMO is asking the question. So just reaching out to people that are viewing your stories, voting on your polls, liking your posts. You know, ask them, would you be open to checking out more information? So we have these messages, like your upline can help you with this in more detail, but it's really important to maybe at least reach out to at least 5 people a day, asking them, would they be open to checking out more information, products, business, at least 5 a day. This will be a game changer. This will also really help you to build your team if you want to build a team. And then finally on your DMO is follow-ups. So we all know that the fortune's in the follow-ups. So stay in touch with people. So if people have said yes, they are open, then you want to keep checking in with them and following up. Now, I would probably recommend every 3 months. You just want to check in because their life might have changed. So the amount of people that I've spoken to, like majority of people, guys, don't join straight away. So if you feel like you're getting disheartened that you spoke to someone, oh God, I asked the question, they said yes. And then like they don't join straight away. Like that's totally normal. It usually takes around 7 to 8 exposures for people to actually finally join and make that decision. Like if you're going to go buy a house, you don't go view a house. You don't see one on the internet, view it and buy it straight away, do you? Like you have a few viewings, you'll get the surveyor out, you'll get some advice, you'll get some opinions, you'll have a few exposures, and then you'll make that decision like, yes, I'm going to buy the house. Yes, I'm going to join. It's a similar thing. So 7 to 8 exposures is like the videos, the tools, the conversations with you. That's your follow-ups, and that could be spread out of a maximum of every 3 months. Just keeping in touch with people. How's things with you? You don't know what might have happened in their life since you last spoke. Now could be a good time for them. So even if it's a not now, could be in the future. And then finally, I'll just say, like, track your numbers and track who you're speaking to. So people that are then interested, you want to write their names down. This is what's going to help you with your follow-ups. Don't let anyone slip through the net. So whether you have a book, I would have a book of names and just literally write down their names. If they've said yes, if they're open, like, follow up with them until they're like, no, go away, Amy, leave me alone. So just keep in touch with them. And then I'm going to give you one last tip, and then I'm going to hand over because I'm really aware of time. So does anyone know how to bump up posts on here? Okay, so bumping up posts is a tip that I got recently, which has been a game changer for me. So I would recommend doing this like every morning or every evening. So what you can do is you can bump up your own posts. So if you obviously share testimonials, results, whatever it might be, basically go to your photo album on your Facebook, for example, go and find like maybe a results photo you posted a few months ago, maybe even a year ago. Love it and comment on it. Just put some emojis on it. What that will do is that will bring it up onto people's newsfeed again. So that won't be flooding your profile, but it will come up onto your newsfeed again. And you can do this every evening. I would just get into the habit of doing like one a day, like one product, one business, or whatever it might be. Bump up one of your old posts that done really well before. Bump it up, give it a comment. It puts it straight back up into the newsfeed again, and especially all of your new friends will see it. So if you've done a post maybe saying like who wants to lose a stone, and you had some great interest on that, and that was a few months ago, bump it up, comment on it, get it up onto your newsfeed again, and you'll get loads of new inquiries on it as well. So that can work really, really well. So I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to hand over to Laura now because I know that she's got some amazing value.
Okay, that was gold. This is absolutely amazing. Like, that was so amazing. I'm taking notes. And what I love about this business is I'm 6 years in, I'm always learning. There's always something to learn. And for all of you, you're Partner Plus right now. And the great thing about this business is you do earn as you're learning. And that's the great thing. So again, well done for jumping on and taking lots of notes. So I'm going to give my top 3 tips in regards to how to. You've heard now, you know, some amazing tips, the DMO, the social media, being a product of the product. And I really encourage you to go on that new health journey yourself. Here's my #1 top tip on how to for going SP. What I'm going to get you to all do is we have about 35 minutes left. This is one of my top tips. I want you to all stand up. I want you to jump up 3 times, up and down. Don't leave me. I can see your screen, okay? Let's see who's wearing their pajama bottoms. So I want you to jump up and down 3 times, okay? Every one of you. I can see so many of you still sitting down. I want you to all stand up. I want you to jump up and down 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Get that energy in the body. Brilliant. Okay, we're going to sit back down. That is my #1 tip on how to go senior partner. You've got to have excitement and energy. Let's bring it back to the energy. But this is so important because you can have all that amazing value that Amy's just given you, but you need to change your energy, your state. So you need to up your vibration all the time. And I'm a big believer when you go on your own health journey, when you're listening to positive audios, when you are developing yourself as a person and you're very clear on why and when you're going senior partner, that will up your vibration. It is so easy in this business to focus on where you currently are and what you don't want. Like, I only got this pay. I'm still only Partner Plus. This is the language you talk to ourselves in sometimes, but we have to realize that, again, it's about what you put out in the universe. And I know in this business, you get what you're thinking about most and what you focus on most. So again, what are you focusing on? Where is your priorities? If every one of you want to go senior partner, I would really encourage you that you have to make this a priority. To level up, you have to make it a priority. You have to make it a focus, and you get what you focus on most. So it's again about your energy, your excitement. You could be doing all that amazing stuff that Amy's just given you, but if your energy isn't good, if you don't believe you're going to get senior partner, you will not have the same impact. It will take you quite twice as long. Do you know what I mean? Who relates to that? Okay, so you have to have the energy, you have to have that excitement. I got to NMD on pure excitement. I didn't have a clue what I was doing. I probably did it all wrong. I spammed, I spoke to everyone, but you know what? I was super passionate. I loved the products and I was excited. So if I can get to NMD on pure excitement, then you can get to senior partner, but you have to get excited. You have to go back to, like Lisa said, your own story and your own health journey, all that value Amy gave you on how to, but you have to want it. So your energy and excitement is my number one tip in regards to how to. Number two is use your mentor. Okay. I feel the best people in this business that get where they want to be and progress and build stable, long-term businesses that are successful, they are the most coachable people. And it is easy, you know, as time goes on, to feel like you know what you should be doing and I know what to do, and oh, why is she messaging me again? What I want you to say is your mentor is there to guide you, help you, and inspire you, but you have to get up and motivate yourself every single day. Motivation is like a shower. You have to motivate yourself every single day. So one of my keys to success of going NMD was definitely using my mentor. Lisa was where I wanted to be. So why would I go and try and recreate the wheel? Lisa had done what I wanted to do. So I was like, so busy. If Lisa told me to go and do X, Y, and Z, I done X, Y, and Z. I didn't go and do A, B, and C. So you have to do, I would recommend exactly the system. Be coachable, teach your team to be coachable. And when I'm putting out there about team and I'm talking to my team and I'm bringing new people on, I am saying I'm looking for coachable people, because you could be naturally good at this business, but you're only going to get to a certain point if you are not coachable. Okay, so it's really important. Use your mentor, but also not only be coachable, stay connected, stay close to the fire. It's so easy when you don't feel like doing this business and you're not where you want to be and you're frustrated or you don't believe in yourself, to have that distance from your mentor. Stay close to the fire. If you want senior partner, you reach out to your mentor every day. Okay, whoever your upline is. By the way, I believe our job as anyone's mentor is to get everyone as independent as possible. So like, it's not, again, up to your mentor to help you, be on to you, chase you, message you. I was on to Lisa 5 times a day, at least every single day, first thing in the morning, last thing at night, a million times a day, questions, how do I do this, blah, 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 blah. I was on to her because I was hungry. So if you want senior partner, you've got to do things you haven't done before. Start reaching out to your mentor. No question is silly. Use your mentor and get onto your mentor, because they're not going to chase you. And if they are, you've been lucky so far, because that will not last forever. You have to go out there and be hungry for what you want. This is your franchise. And if you have an amazing upline and a mentor who's onto you and is helping you, you're honestly lucky. But just know that it's up to you to stay in your lane and build your business. And I say all of this from love, because I can't rely on someone else or Lisa or someone else to build my business. I have to show up for me. So use your mentor, but you have to reach out to them, and just know that it is our job to help you become independent, you know, and you do the same for your team, you know. And number 3 is consistency. All of what Amy says is going to work, but not if you're consistent. This business will not work if you get off this call today and you go guns blazing, and by February you've burnt out, you've forgotten the info, you're not being consistent, and you're not progressing. So what I'd say is, take your DMO, take some of this and start implementing action, but something that is realistic, that you can do every single day. Again, be realistic. This is a business. You get what you focus on, and it's a priority, remember. So if you're giving this business 15 minutes a day, it's not going to work for you to get senior partner. You've got to be giving it at least half an hour or an hour every single day consistently. And that's how I got to NMD, because I was working 70 hours a week. I was very, very busy, but I made it a priority. I worked. So again, it comes down to work ethic and mindset. You have to have a work ethic. You have to give half an hour, an hour every single day. If you can give half an hour, okay, but it has to be every single day. Focus, not just like a post here, one message here, one message there. Really look at throughout the whole day. Like Amy said, what are you doing? Track it. So consistency, and a great way I look at this is like popcorn. So imagine it's a Saturday night, you're having a little treat, you pop the popcorn in the microwave. When you put popcorn in a microwave, how long do you put it in for? I don't know, 2 minutes or so, a little over 2 minutes. So you put the popcorn in the popcorn. Do you honestly every second keep opening the microwave to be like, is it ready yet? Is it popping? Do I believe if it's going to pop? Is it ready yet? No, because if you keep opening the microwave door while the popcorn is trying to pop for 2 minutes, it will not pop. But what a lot of us do in this business is we don't believe in ourselves. We get one no and we think it's not going to work. And we don't actually have that belief, like putting the popcorn in the microwave, that if I leave it for 2 minutes and if it does its thing, it will pop. And that's kind of the belief that you need with the consistency in the business. You're not going to open the microwave every second and, you know, wonder if the popcorn is ready. You just put it in and know it's going to happen. But what do you need? You need it to be at that high volume, and you need it for the 2 minutes. And that's how you need to do this business. You need to up the energy. You need to go all in. Again, you need to burn the boats and you need to let it pop. Consistency. So I want you all to go back to, when are you going seeing your partner? Why do you want it? Get your DMO down on paper after this call. What are you going to do every single day for a half an hour or an hour every single day? And energy. Okay, remember, I got to NMD on pure excitement, so if I can do it, you can too. I'm handing you over to Lisa. That's my top 3 tips on how to go see your partner.
Oh my goodness, guys, I feel like I'm partner plus myself all over again with that bloody excitement to go after this call. Honestly, if you take nothing else from this call but the pure energy that's on it, you will fly it. You will absolutely fly it. So yeah, just remember what this product's doing for you and what this business can do for you as well. So Laura, thank you so much. That was incredible. And I have taken so many notes, ladies, from both of you. Like, you're always learning in this business, no matter how long you're in it. So make sure you're taking loads of notes, but that you go through them afterwards. And I always remember Laura, after an event, she'd come back and she'd literally spend, she was the best student. She'd spend a day going through all her notes, and then she'd come back to me with them revised. And another lady on the call does that, is Amanda King. So can you imagine how excited I was being their mentors when they're coming to me every day asking all those questions? And some of you are probably afraid to ask those questions. Never be, because we love questions. We're like, yes, they're excited. They're going to go far. So I'm going to talk to you very quickly, because I know we're running out of time, about a live launch. So when I started my business nearly 8 years ago, we did what we called back then an in-home event. So at the minute, nobody's going to anybody's homes. Very luckily that we had this all set up for quite a few years now. If you haven't already done a live launch to officially launch your business, this month actually over a lot of our guys are actually relaunching their business. So they may have done it before, but they're doing it again. And what that looks like is, well, for me personally, I find it a really, really great way to go back to people, to start those conversations again. So you're going to set up an event. You're going to pick a day, you're going to pick a night, a time, whatever it may be, that you're going to either officially launch your business. Well done, Ellen. I see in the comments there, you're relaunching, good woman. Or you're relaunching, like Ellen is saying. So it doesn't matter how long you're in the business, you can do this again. So you can either do it by yourself if you're in the business a while, or you can do it, well, if you're new, you're going to do it with the support of your upline. And one of the reasons I love doing these is because I just love talking about our products. That gets me so excited, sharing the products. So if you are just getting started, you or your upline will very easily go into Facebook, and there's a setting called events, or a part of it called events. You go in, you create your event, you pick the time and the date, and I like to put maybe a nice image in it. I've started just doing ones with the person's face, so it could be like happy and healthy with Laura. Then putting in maybe a little bit of information about what's going to happen on the night and what we're going to be talking about, just to get people a little bit more intrigued to listen in. And then the inviting process is what is key in this, because this is where your conversations are starting. And after I come off, I will drop it into the messenger group, just a sample message. You can edit it up a little bit, but it's kind of got the key things there and what you should be saying. And what you'll notice from it is that that's really, really simple. You're not putting any pressure on anyone. You're just very simply asking them to have a listen in. And really, I mean, who doesn't love to give a bit of feedback? Ask them to give you a bit of feedback on it. What's their thoughts and opinions? We all love to give thoughts and opinions, don't we, guys? So I'm sure your friends and followers will too. So I'm just going to grab my notes here. Yeah, but it really is down to just that inviting. And what the inviting process will do is that it is, if you're new to the business and you've just signed up and you're just starting to promote it, then people are going to be really intrigued to have a look at your page going forward as well, to see, okay, what is it that Amy's doing? Like maybe I can't listen on a Friday night at 7:30, but now I'm going to be a little bit more curious to see what she's doing. So they're going to be that bit more intrigued to pop onto your page every now and again and to follow your story. So the one thing I'd say about a live launch is don't get down or upset if that too many people don't listen in. That's okay, as long as you've made the absolute best effort to invite as many people as possible. And I know for some of my guys this month, what they're actually doing is, if you've got like 4,000 friends on your Facebook, you're not going to get through inviting 4,000 friends to your live launch. So I know Amanda actually had started off doing like her A to G friends. So she did that event last week. And now that tomorrow night, she's actually got another one coming up where she's working through from G to, I'm not sure what letter she's going to get to. It really depends on how many friends is on there. And she's moving through it. She's planning to do like 4 events over the next few weeks to get through re-engaging with all of her friends, her Facebook friends again. And I just love that this really is going to be sparking those conversations again. And on to the next thing I'm going to talk about in a minute is relationships, building back on those relationships again. So just to give you some tips on your live launch. So once you have it set up, you're going to send out your invite message. You want to allow yourself a couple of days to do the inviting because it can take a little bit of time. It's probably the one thing that takes the most amount of time in your business when you're launching, trying to get through and inviting all those people. Make sure that you are personally inviting as well, so that you're sending out that message and you're not just saying, hey, hon, you're saying, hey, Laura, hey, Danielle, hey, Sarah, hey, Amy. You're just making it that little bit personal. The only thing you're going to have to do every time is change the name, because you're going to copy and paste the rest of it and make it really, really simple. Once they come back and they say to you that they're going to listen in, put them on a list, and then you go into the event and you actually hit the invite button in the event page. You don't want to invite people in that haven't accepted it, because there's nothing worse, and we all know if there's any other companies that the people just add you into groups all the time, and that really frustrates me. So make sure that you have personally invited them and they have accepted that and they're willing to listen in for you. So yeah, just before that it is coming up, then I would remind them on the day, send them a little message to keep that list of names, obviously, if everyone that's going to listen in, send out a reminder. Really, really excited to launch my business tonight at 8 p.m. Really excited to have you on and to hear that feedback from you. Just a little reminder of what time it's going on. Then while the event is running, keep a really good eye on who is listening. So you'll start to see the names. Laura has just joined, Shelley has just joined. Keep a track of everyone who has listened in, so you know that afterwards you can drop them a little message and say, hey, Danielle, thank you so much for listening into the event tonight. I really appreciate your support. I'd love your feedback on it. What was your thoughts? So then that's covering your follow-up then as well. And for anyone who maybe didn't get listening and you could see at the time, I would then personally send them a little message and say, hey, Shelley, you're probably so busy. I know life's really hectic at the minute, but I'm just going to send you through the link. You can copy the link and send it through to them. This is the live event that we did tonight. When would you get a chance to listen in? If they've already said that they would, then you can absolutely ask them when would they get a chance to listen into it. And like I said, do not get stressed out if you only get a couple of people on. I remember having a girl who invited like 460 people to hers, and I was like, oh my God. She got about 60 people on the event, which was absolutely incredible. And she did get some orders from it. She got, I think, 2 teams from it as well. But if you only invite 100 people, then be very aware that you may only get around 10 people on, because remember, guys, this is a numbers game. So the more you invite, the more chance of having more people on. But yeah, I challenge you all to either relaunch your business or do your live event in the next week or so as well, because I found that when I did those in-homes years ago, I learned so much about the product as well from the person who was actually, doing the live events. And the more that you hear about the product, the more that you actually listen, the more excited that you get about it. You genuinely get so excited to share even more yourself as well. So I never tire of listening to about the product. Where we used to have Damien Brennan, Amy and Laura will know him well. And Damien used to just be so passionate and so enthusiastic talking about the product. I could have listened to him all night long. And I think when you genuinely love the product, you will be like that. And remember, it's every little bit that you're learning more knowledge about the product. It's giving you more to share and talk about as well to those potential customers, or maybe on your stories or on your Facebook posts as well. So yeah, let's get those live launches up and running and relaunches. And well done to everyone this month who has already done that. Congratulations to you. So the next thing I'm going to very quickly talk about, and Amy, you did a lot of this really when you talked about DMO, is relationships. And relationships, our business is built on it. I built my whole business on like relationships, basically. I really did. It's from people who were my friends on Facebook and just chatting and starting conversations. Laura McClory was actually followed a business page that I had at the time, and she liked a post, and I reached out and asked her would she be interested in having a look at the product, which she said yes. She said yes that time, and she inquired about the product, and then she didn't come back to me, but I always kept going back to her and building on that relationship. I would have asked her things like, you know, what part of Meath was she from? I would have asked her questions, you know, where was she from originally? I remember asking her, was her hair all of her own? Because it was down to here. It was luscious. It was so gorgeous. I was like, how could someone naturally have beautiful hair like that? So I was always building on that relationship through those little messages that I was sending back and forward. And it probably took quite a few weeks before Laura eventually did order the product, and then, you know, a few weeks later signed to the business as well. But during that time of having those conversations, she was getting to, I suppose, know me more and hopefully like and trust as well. And that's what those relationships are for. They're really, really so important. So when you do reach out to someone and, you know, maybe they don't come back with a whole lot of conversation, that doesn't mean that they're not interested. It just means that, you know, they maybe are having a busy day. Maybe they haven't come back to you and they've been busy with the kids and things like that. So don't get too stressed out about it. But your relationships are so important, whether that be with, you know, those people that you're building on could potentially become a customer, or they could potentially become your team member. And at least you're going to have had that foundation there beforehand. But also, they may never become a customer or a team member, but they will sometimes become your greatest supporter. They will be the person who's loving and commenting on your page, who will maybe have a friend who needs the product and they're going to refer them back to you. So always, I know sometimes when we get to like our 5,000 friends, we do have to take people off, and it's, you know, it's obviously then take people off that are not active, who are not engaging at all. But don't take someone off who you've had a conversation with and they just have not come back to you, or not that hasn't come back to you, but maybe they just haven't ordered yet. Do you know what I mean? Because timing is everything as well. Just be a nice person. Like I think, Amy, you said that before, like just be a nice person and have a genuine, just be really, really genuine with people. So ways of building a relationship are, like Amy talked about, through groups. I found groups probably one of my biggest successes. I've built quite a few customers through there, and team members as well. Amanda King's on here. We met in a baby group. We both had our babies 2 days apart. I posted a sleep guide into it, which we desperately needed at the time. And I remember Amanda thanked me for it at the time, which I then started maybe engaging in the comments section. I then added her as a friend, and then she actually got to see my story. So it took me a while. It took me a while to get Laura on the product. We're talking back and forward there a bit, but I didn't give up and I kept building on that relationship. But with Amanda, it was I think I reached out and congratulated her on running a half marathon, which I was genuinely impressed with. The kids were only probably about 9 months in. And Amanda started asking me those questions then, because she had seen consistently on my page, I was sharing my story, my pre or post baby journey. I was sharing the products, I was sharing the business. So she was genuinely intrigued, and she actually reached out and asked me about the business at that time. So, but just always keep building on those relationships and always come from a place of love. Like when you're talking to people, and maybe it is coming to the end of the month, don't be coming at people with desperation, because people can smell it. People can smell desperation, and there's nothing worse. So just be so natural and so genuine. But yeah, like Amy, you were saying there as well, just about, you know, the birthdays. The birthdays are a great way to be building on relationships and starting those conversations. And that's what it's about. I spent so much time sowing seeds, exactly. Sowing seeds, being a farmer, and just going back through all of my school friends, my people I did my course with, people who I used to work with. I went back through jobs and that I, you know, hadn't worked in maybe 10, 15 years, but I went back, I found the people on Facebook and I reconnected. And that's what it's all about as well. Like I think, you know, from Sabrina, having people on the team, Sinead, who she'd gone to school with many years beforehand, that's what our business is about. It's about reconnecting and reigniting those relationships again and friendships, and just really, really building those bonds back up. And yeah, I think that's really it, girls. Like I know we're going to get in short in time, and I know we have some incredible ladies to invite on, But yeah, just loving people so much and want it for them more than you want it for yourself, to be honest.
Amazing, Lisa. Thank you so much. So we're going to move on to getting Laura on now. So Laura is going to share her 3 top tips on how she got senior partner. So she's going to quickly introduce her and bring her on. So Laura joined on the 30th of September 2020, so a few months ago. She's 37 years old, and she actually got made redundant. That's why she joined. She went Partner Plus in October. She went senior partner in November. She reconfirmed senior partner in December, and she's now hitting her club. Her pay has gone from £180 to £380 to £500. So Laura, can you share your top tips with everybody, please? Your 3 top tips.
Hi. Yeah, so I haven't been in long. So my top tips, which has helped me massively, is get your friends to like your posts and your posts that you put on. So it is not just Juice Plus people liking your post. This has helped me massively. So I first started, I asked my mum and 2 of my friends, I just said, can you please support me? Can you help me like my post, react to my post, comment on it, boost it? I'm never one of these ones at the moment, because I haven't been in the business long, to get all the other girls in the teams to boost my posts. I think people find it a lot better when it's other people. And like, I'm single at the moment as well, and all of the moment I've got a massive male following, but they're boosting my posts and they're liking my things and they're commenting, and it's brilliant. And then I go back to commenting on them as well. So that has really, really helped me. But it's that, like, that is my massive top tip. Get other people to do it and get your friends to support you. My other tip, I really struggled at first doing my messages. So just get over yourself. Don't think about the no's. Don't care. Just be like, oh wow. Like, where I'm single as well, I am getting it everywhere. So I'm getting it from Tinder, and then I'm getting it on Juice Plus. You're like that. Are you kidding me? I'm like, what is wrong with me? But I am just like, whatever. I'm firing out those messages. I'm sending messages. I'm commenting on people's stuff. I'm just doing it. I'm building it. Like, sometimes you might think, oh, I don't want to comment on that person's post. This is what I felt like at first, because I was like, oh no, like, it's only me, they won't want to see it. And like yesterday I commented on someone's, oh well done, you're doing so well and you're running. They're like, oh thanks, you really inspired me, I love seeing you're running, I love seeing how well you're doing. So you just make someone happy and you don't even realize you're doing it. So then it builds them up, and it's amazing. And then you're building up that relationship. Absolutely, like, brilliant. I'm very good at posting everything in my stories, my real life. So it's not just Juice Plus. Like, it's got to be your real life. Like, people have got to fall in love with you, what you do, and how like silly you are. Like, God, when Amy asked me first to do like a video of me running, I thought, God, I was a nutter. Now I'm doing them all the time. Like, and everyone always laughs at me. I get my reactions on my stories and they love it. My other big thing, which really, really helped me, so in December I got 17 orders, and everyone says December's so hard, but it's word of mouth through my friends. So I think I had 7 people join, all because one girl joined. So she was like, oh, can I tell my friend about it? I was like, yes, of course, like, get her to add me and then I'll speak to her. And I did. She added me straight away, and I've messaged them straight away, built up a relationship. I have a WhatsApp group with all my new people that joined, so I'm massively like talking to them all the time, like building up some excitement. They're all getting off each other. Oh, I've lost 5 pounds, I've lost 6 pounds this week. It's massively helped, because everyone's like, oh my God, I love it, I want to be inspired by her, I want to be with her. You've got to show your energy. That's so important. It is true. Like, you can't talk about, oh, I had a shake today, I feel great. You've got, like, I've had so many comments like, you're nuts the way you say it, because I'm like, oh my God, look at the bubbles, me just look at it, and I'm just like crazy, like that crazy person. But it, like, that's what they love. And I used to think that, like, I watched Amy for 2 years and I was like, oh my God, there is that girl again, and I am now that girl. But people love it and I love it. It's just, that is it.
Amazing, Laura, thank you so much. Laura McClory, am I handing to you?
Yeah, brilliant. Well done, Laura. Love your energy and well done on everything you're doing. So very quickly, if you can all show so much love to Uben. I don't know if you need to unmute Uben there, Amy, and I'm just looking for you on the screen, Uben. Hi, Uben. So
Hi,
Uben
ladies.
just joined our business in November, went Partner Plus in November. In December, went Senior Partner and is reconfirming this month. She's a very different story because, Uben, I know that you had team very early on as well, and you've got the lovely Katie on the call that I can see there as well. So hi, Katie. But Uben, do you want to give your 3 top tips on how you went Senior Partner, especially in December as well?
Hi, ladies. How are we? So my name is Eben. Nice to be here. So my 3 top tips. To be honest, when I first started messaging people, I was very selective of who I was messaging because I was so afraid of what people would think and what people would say. I had all these thoughts in my head. Even my own friends, I wouldn't message them. I was just like, okay, maybe he might be perfect. Maybe her, she might be perfect. But that was what I did in November. But then in December, I was like, you know what, Evan, you have to change it up. You have to actually just go for it and just do it. Because the least they can say, Laura always says this, the least they can say is no. And have your sword and your shield up and just go for it. So I just started going for it. I just started messaging people. I upped my numbers because before I'd actually messaging 5 people. Then I upped it to 10. Then I upped it to 15. Now I'm actually 20, messaging 20 people to now daily. And now I actually want to up it more. And stories, following up with people who are watching my stories, messaging them, contacting them. And even if they said no, I'm building that relationship with them as well. I'm letting them know that other than just the Juice Plus, I'm actually Eben. This is me. This is who I am. I want to get to know you. And I've always been a people's people anyway. I love people. I love chatting with people anyway. Voice notes as well. I started investing in voice notes. I would never send voice note, but I was like, the more I send voice note, the more clearer it is. And people can actually hear from your tone of voice how genuine you sound. So people can actually, and I get good feedback from them. They're like, oh my God, girl, I love your energy. And I'm like, yes, because that's the massive thing for me was the energy. So I was getting across people, letting them know, if not for anything, the energy you get from this product is amazing. And also as well, just follow up as well. I was following up with people, at the start I wouldn't. I actually lost track of people that I messaged from the beginning. Now I'm actually going back, looking at who did I message from the start of my business, and now I'm following up with them as well. And just have conversations with people. That's what I do. I was even saying to Laura, I think I'm spending too much time conversing with people nowadays instead of actually, building my business. So now I have to reduce the conversations and actually start building my business because you can get so carried away, conversing with people. So now I'm literally making sure that even though I'm conversing with them, I'm letting them know that, okay, I have this business I'm running, I have to go ahead and do things. Plus, I'm a mom anyway, I have kids. I have household affairs to attend to as well. So basically, that was what I did really, and liking comments on people's posts as well. That's massive. I'm always bombarding them. Even though this is the girls and men I've actually messaged on private, but I comment on their posts so they know that I'm not just after, selling you products. I want you to know that I'm also Eben. I'm a human being like you, I'm friendly. I want to comment on your post. If you're looking good, I'm going to go say, yeah, girl, yeah, you're looking good. Whoa, you look nice. Just being myself really, the more I'm doing this business, the more I'm being myself, the more I'm flourishing. And I've gotten so confident in doing this business. When I started, I had no confidence in it because I lost my confidence in this business. I had postnatal depression. So I was just like all over the place. But now, since I started this business, my confidence is back. I feel so much better in myself and it's been going well so far. So I'm just hoping to reconfirm and just keep building and keep going. So we can do this, right?
Like, give it up for Eben. Like, she's never come on a call like this, like Laura. They're very brave to come on and share their story and give value. So Eben, thank you so much for sharing and well done.
Thank you, guys.
So we are going to wrap it up now. We're very aware of time. We really want to respect your time and keep it to as much as 11:30 as we can. We really want to wrap it up now with, ladies and gents, what you need for Senior Partner. When you're going to do it, why. You've gotten it written down. You've got all that content, all that how-to. You've heard myself, Lisa's and Amy's top tips. And also you've heard from 2 ladies that have just recently done it. And if they can do it, you can too. And the most important thing now that you know when you're going to do it, why you want to do it, you've got the how-to. Obviously, you've got to take the action. But really the question I want to ask you as we're wrapping up now is, on a scale of 1 to 10, I want you to get serious and real with yourselves. And I want to ask you the question on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being it could not be any more right now at this moment. Where is your belief level on a scale of 1 to 10 that what you have written down, that month that you have written down that you're going to go see your partner, what is your belief level right now on a scale of 1 to 10? And be honest, put it in the chats if you want to. Ask yourself that question. Is it a 5? Is it a 10? Is it a 1? Is it an 8? Honestly, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being I'm going seeing your partner in January, no matter what, or I'm going seeing your partner in February, no matter what. On a scale of 1 to 10, where are you right now? Because you have to believe that you're going to do it. We've spoken about the how to, we've spoken about energy, we've spoken about why and when you're going to do it. But you have to believe that you can do this, because if you don't believe it, it's never going to happen. It's just out there. It's something you want, but you have to have, again, that energy, that focus of I am going to do this. I can do this. And it needs to be so crystal clear. I see so many people in this business that are trying to level up, whether it be senior partner or PMD. We're all in this journey. We're always trying to level up and get our dreams and get where we want to be. And myself, Lisa, Sabrina, and Amy, we do the same thing. And Amanda, all the NMDs and above, we do the same thing every day as you. It's about constantly going back to basics. But the difference is, do you believe that you're worthy of more? Do you believe you're going to go see your partner? So I want you to have that goal written down of when you're going seeing your partner, and I want you to get that level up to a 10, and I want you to do whatever you have to do. If you're an 8 right now, know that it's down to you. It's your belief and your mindset, and you're the only one that can give that to yourself. Your mentor could tell you every day that you can do this, but you need to believe in you. And so we're going to very, very quickly go through our top 3 tips. We're going to fly through this, ladies, like a quick hot seat, okay? And we're going to give our top 3 tips on how myself, Amy, and Lisa have helped ourselves when it comes to mindset and belief. So Amy, we'll kickstart with you. Do you want to give your top 3 tips on mindset and belief?
Number 1 is blinkers. Get your blinkers on, like how a horse who is in the racing, they have little blinkers on. You can't see left, you can't see right. Focus forward and just freaking go. Number 2 is crystal clear. Know exactly why you want SP. What is that money spending on? Make sure that is crystal clear. And number 3, action. Massive action. Don't dip your toe. Run and jump in that pool and just go all in.
Brilliant. Love it. Lisa?
I'm laughing because it's practically repeating. Mine is the exact same. It's having a vision and having a why that is going to be so clear in your mind why you want this. So it's going to drive you and push you through all those fears that you have, and then action, because there's nothing that is going to build your confidence any more than action, because the more that you do, the more belief that you have, and the more that you know you can do more. And then self-development. So when you're having a shitty day, it's time to get on some Jim Rohn or Tony Robbins or something that is going to build your mind again, that is going to remind you of what you want and what you're capable of, that you're going to, be more empowered to go and do it. Yeah.
Brilliant. And my top 3 tips then, just to finish up, is to, like the ladies, by the way, we didn't have this planned. We purposely did not have our top 3 tips actually planned. And we were like, if they're the same, then even better again, because we've all have to go through this and believe in ourselves. So my top 3 tips that really helped me get where I am in regards to belief and mindset. Number 1 is, again, your why and your hunger. You have to know, again, why are you doing this business? What is going to get you up when you don't feel like doing it? And what's going to keep you going? You have to have a why. You have to have a hunger. Because so many people are willing, so many people are coachable, but a lot of people aren't hungry enough for it. And that's okay if you're not, but don't tell yourself that you want something and do yourself out like that if you're just not hungry enough for it. So you have to have that why, and you have to have that hunger and go after it. Number 2 is you have to take action. So again, you're not going to wake up suddenly one day and believe in yourself and be like, this is the day it all changed. You're not going to just suddenly feel like, that you can you do more. You have to take the action, and through action, you get more confidence and you believe. And you have to go through them failures to actually believe in yourself more. And also then to work on you. So Lisa said there about self-development, Amy touched on it as well, self-development, but also work on you as a person. I believe, honestly, just before we finish it up, that every one of you has everything in you right now that you need to go see your partner. You just need to unlock it. You are PMD plus. Never mind senior partner. You are PMD plus if you want to be. You are enough right now, but you need to believe that, and you need to know that everything is already in you. You just need to unlock it. You need to tap into it. We all have a power. So my final third tip to believe in you that's really served me is you need to spend time by yourself. You need to tap into your own power. You need to start listening to yourself, the story you're telling yourself, the thoughts you're telling yourself, and work on your mindset every single day. So they're my top 3 tips. I have 2 call to actions to finish with. Okay, I hope you have enjoyed this call so much as me. I've learned so much. I want to thank Lisa and Amy and every one of you for showing up. I look forward to hearing from every one of you when you go senior partner, and I know I speak for Amy and Lisa as well. I want you to message all 3 of us when you go senior partner and tell us, you know, what this has done for you, and we'd love your feedback from this and what you've gotten from this call. Well done for showing up. Please take the action. 2 call to actions that we want to give you to get the most action out of this for you to go senior partner and more. Number 1 is we are going to challenge every one of you on this call. Okay, there's 58 of us on this call now. I know there was more, but I want every one of us to do this today. And we're not going to do something that you're not going to do. You know, we're not going to tell you something to do that if we're not going to do it. So I want every one of us today to go live and share our own product journey. Okay, so I ask you the question, you've shown up today, you want to take action, you want more, start by jumping out the comfort zone. That's what you need to do. You need to jump out the comfort zone. So there's no point getting all this information, being that's nice, shut the books, and the day continues. We want you really to level up. You need to jump out the comfort zone. So I want you to take all that information you've taken from Lisa about your story, and I want you to go live, even if it's a quick 2 minutes, and just share your journey, share your story with people, okay? So that is number 1. Number 2, the last thing I want you all to do that we've agreed that is so powerful, and I know worked for me for IMD and Club 24, was to do a video, okay? I want you to do a video in future tense, as if you have already done a senior partner. And I want you to literally get into that energy, that emotion, the ugly crying, the telling me what you're going to do with this money, telling me how much this means to you, what you've had to overcome, whatever it means to you. I want you to do a video in future tense that you've already done it. So it could be, oh my God, and you're crying, and you know, whatever it is to you, get into that emotion. And I want you to tell me that you've just done senior partner, that you're getting the bonus on the 10th of February. So I want you to actually say you've done it, say what it means to you and when you're getting that bonus, and do it in future tense as if you've already done it, and send it to your upline, okay? You don't have to send it to your upline, but that is what I'm challenging you to do. The reason why is because it's accountability. It's not for your upline, by the way, it's for you. I did this when I was going IMD, and I sent it to Lisa, I sent it to Cherry in the office, and it was like no makeup, a hoodie on, I was crying, and I really believed in my body that I had done it. And the thing is at the time, it scared the hell out of me. I didn't know if I was going to do it. But what I'd say to you all is sometimes it's not when you're going to do it, or sometimes you don't know how, but when you want it enough, it will happen. And again, it goes back to the universe and that boomerang effect. So number 1, let's do a live today on your page. Let's all support each other. Let's get your story out there and your journey. And number 2, I want you to do a video in future tense as if you've already done it. And I want you to send it to your upline and tell us exactly when you're going to go senior partner, but do it for you and get into that energy like it's already done. Because you know what? It is. You've just got to go and do it and unlock it. So thank you so much to every one of you. We're just a few minutes after 11:30. So we're officially have done our first Partner Plus to Senior Partner School. You have officially graduated to Senior Partner School, and I hope you've all enjoyed it. Thank you for showing up and taking your time today, and I wish you all just to level up and get to that position that you deserve to be. So lots of love. Yes, Amy, lots of love to you all. Have a fantastic weekend, fantastic day, and I will see you all soon.